Happy to have you with us for it. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
They get it back. Out to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Adams. Fires from deep. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Adams.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
And there's a pick. Morant against Jackson. And stolen by Bain. Morant, he's open. Off the left rim and out.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
George for three. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Morris.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
George passes to Zubac. Six on the shot clock. Leonard against Bain. Shot by Leonard, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by the Clippers.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
It's stolen by Leonard. Morris with it. Jackson in his pocket.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from George.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Bain. Here's George. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis leading. Here's Jackson. Leonard pulls down the board. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
First personal foul.
Well, Memphis shooting just 38% so far in this one. Brooks outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Bain against George. Bain, no good.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Back to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4 on the clock. be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Grizzlies have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Right side Bane. Lots of room. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. Now here's Leonard. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard. Second personal foul.
Outside Morant. It could go. And that's not going to go. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap.
And your Clippers Houston team. Here we go, fans.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out, capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Morris. Jackson can't get it to go. The Clippers trail.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to George. Here he goes. That one's good for 2.
You have to track Paul George all over the floor. A 3-level scorer. He's going to come at you in multiple ways.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson, the screen. George passes to Jackson. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. For Memphis, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Oh, got that one up quick. Morant's got 8 points.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
There's a screen. The 3, George. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And here's Morant outside. From the elbow, pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. He's got 5.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Wall. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor. That magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Moran against Wall. Pass to Brooks.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half. Back to Morant. Shoots over Wall. No good. A bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Covington, he's open. Nails the wide open jumper.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Morant with it. Give him 8. And then Morant with the jam.
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Wall. Powell in the post, guarded by Bane. Wall, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Jackson outside. Here's Brooks. Rebound by the Clippers. Back to Batum. Powell for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Pass to Covington. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Brooks outside. And he lobs it up top. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Ball for 3. And so it's Memphis up by a... All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Your Clippers, 15. The Grizzlies, 23.
And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Williams from long range. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
3 points.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. The kick out to Morris. Now here's George. He's covered closely. Count that one. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Offensive board. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Here's George. He's got 11. From about 19. Green against Leonard. Kicks it to George. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And it's in there. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Jackson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. George outside. Morris against Clark. Morris passes to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Stolen by Jones. Williams in the post. Oh,
yes,
my
sir.
goodness!
Oh, man.
A ridiculous slam!
That was nice.
That is a throwdown.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Now here's Leonard. Up top, Morris. To the paint. And stolen by Clark. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Here's George. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:44 left in the third. Wall against Jones. Outside, Williams. Beyond the arc. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so here are the Clippers. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Assist from
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Outside Covington. The three. Williams grabs the board. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-6 run. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And another basket for Memphis.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Ball for three. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Wall. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor so far. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. No good on the shot. And here's Memphis. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. A rebound by Jackson.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Over Leonard. The rebound by Jackson. Well, Los Angeles shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Bane. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Outside Morant. There's the triple. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And that one hits the back iron. George for three. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Morant against Jackson. Morant missing again. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. They grab their own miss. Leonard outside. Spins. Goes back up. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Morant against Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And Ja Morant with the 3.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. From deep three-point range. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Bane. There's the 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back.
2 minutes remaining.
There's Jackson with the 3. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. And George launches it from deep. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in.
The lineup for your Clippers, John Wall.
Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And here's Morant outside. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bane against George. Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Ball against Morant. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's Paul George with the 3. George has got 15 points in just the second half. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Nice shot by George.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Now here's Bane. Morant with it. And so the Grizzlies take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
think of with both these teams, Greg? Their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in its small forward. Jackson misses.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Prince with it. Now defended by Bane. Prince the pass to Russell. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. It's Prince on the wing. Brooks covering. Here's Russell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
From deep, Brooks traps in the tray.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Outside, Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Prince. Shoots the three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Morant. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Brooks outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The drive by Russell. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Adams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
We got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
Here's Russell. John Morant grabs the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the corner, it's Bane. It's Brooks on the wing. And stolen by Prince. Russell dishes to Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Here's Russell. And Adams sends it back. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Timberwolves ball. Here is Edwards. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Morant's against Russell. The 19-foot shot. Back to Morant. Lets it go with the three. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 on the clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Offline from the top of the key. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Towns. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Releases from 15. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Prince, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Steven Adams picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. And it's Morant missing. Morant against Russell. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The shot comes out. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He not
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Back to Morant. To the right side. Outside Jackson. Goes up at the stripe. And he overshot that one, missing. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old. I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
And finished off by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
On the wing, Bane. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Memphis leading by 6. Outside Jackson. Pass to Adams. That one misses. Towns with the defensive effort. Prince, the pass to Russell. Morant with the steal. Bane looking around. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Prince. Out to Russell. Outside Edwards. Russell finds Edwards. And here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant outside. Brooks right side. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Kicks it out to Prince. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with. You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Russell against Morant. Russell inside. Can't connect from short range. Memphis leading by 6. Bane inside the three-point line. Towns down low. Guarded by Bane. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Outside, Russell. Stolen by Brooks. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Bane. Jackson kicks to Bane. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Beautiful touch from Desmond Bane. So good from the mid-range.
Kicks it out to Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Russell. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Grizzlies lead by 10. Live from the FedEx Forum.
Get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
And that one's good. Morant.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, it's stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Prince wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Prince has got 7 points.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. Edwards with it. Down low, Prince. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
The 3 from Morant. Brooks finds Morant. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
76% from the line a season ago.
And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Russell. Drives to the hoop. It's Prince on the wing. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Edwards passes to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Grizzlies with the rebound. Baines got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. That shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Edwards driving in, lays it up and banks it in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morant kicks to Baines. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
And Edwards with the stuff.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Bain with the bucket.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bain needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Russell against Morant. Russell trying to free himself up, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Morant gaining the floor. Bucket is good. Morant's got 17 now.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Prince outside. The kick out to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
To the wing right side, and it's Brooks in the corner, inside. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Prince. And he makes good on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
Brooks outside. Fires the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Prince. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
With long arms and great footwork, John Morant is a constant.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on its heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so in the game for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And Towns gets it to go.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Outside for Jackson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. No good off the front iron. Adams has gone 1 of 3 from the field here to take the lead. And Russell with the lay-in. 9 points for D'Angelo Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
puts the move on. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. Tries the spin move. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Morant with the steal. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Here's Prince. Out to Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Off the run. Here's Bain. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Russell finds Towns. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jackson passes to Morant. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Morant against Russell. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. The trade. Brooks grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky that he was off.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morant against Russell. And that one's good. Morant.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Prince in the corner. Outside, Towns. Misses the 3.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Russell against Morant. The pass to Edwards. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Adams with it. Now guarded by Towns. Brooks for 3. Tipped away.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Passes it to Prince. Edwards trying to get open. Out to Russell. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now here's Morant. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. Russell with a wide open look. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
No, he didn't. Russell with the savage move there. Game on the line. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So a close game sees Memphis. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's Morris, and out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Wall against Russell. From the wing. The shot no good. George outside. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Wall against Russell. Left side, Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
George outside. They set a pick. Fires the three. He drops it from range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Russell. This one for three. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's Clippers actually changed that image and impression over time.
Out to the wing. Towns for three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
And here's George. Outside wall. Leonard on the wing. From outside the arc. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside wall. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Leonard against McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Wall. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Leonard. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And George with the basket on the assist by Leonard. George has got 5 now.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
Russell with the ball. He's working on Morris. Russell, that's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
The Clippers trail. George outside. And it's good. 2 points. He has 7.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Morris. Towns passes to Gobert. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
And so the first quarter is in the book. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks. They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's George. Fires from the line. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Some room here for George. Cans it with nobody near him. George has got 9.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Here's Towns. McDaniels against Leonard. McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's blocked. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Now here's Russell. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
Wall with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard for 3. Kicks it to George. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Ball against Russell. Pass to McDaniels. From deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Leonard outside. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And stolen by Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the net.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Pure from 3-point range. Wall's got his first 3 points of the game. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Here's George, following the score by Minnesota. Shot clock at 2. Here's Morris. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Unwilling to give up on that particular possession, Wall takes things into his own capable hands there.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Morris outside. George a screen on Towns. Morris for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Left side McDaniels. Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And he sinks the second. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. George outside. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
29. The Clippers. 26.
first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Powell against Edwards. Pass to Batum for 3. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Now here's McDaniels. He has 7. Off target on the 15-footer.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
And here's Batum. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Pass to Coffey. Takes it inside. No good there. Good work defensively by Russell.
As it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Noel. 5 on the clock. Anderson for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Powell outside. Out to Covington. Powell sets a screen. Pass to Coffey. To win the drought. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Stolen by Wall. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 16 points now.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Here's Noel. It's rebounded by Zubats.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Wall. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Reed from behind the arc. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. 1:07 left in the third. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Noel, no good. And here are the Clippers now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Anderson pulls it down. And that one misses. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Russell up top, Wall covering. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And the second free throw is good. 11 seconds left in the third. Outside Edwards. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
He's ready that time for the hop step all the way. Gets position, holds his ground, and able to draw the charge.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pharos.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 6. George finds Leonard. To tie it up. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
McDaniels, that's good. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Wall, the pass to George. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Russell. Down low, Gobert. Blocked! And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Towns down low, guarded by Morris. They get it back. Second chance effort, and it's Towns with a bucket inside. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Leonard for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Left side Edwards. Outside Russell. Edwards against George. Another shot. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To end the run, here's Wall. Bullseye!
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Outside Russell.
2 minutes.
Pass to McDaniels. Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? I mean, the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Leonard against McDaniels. Shot by Leonard, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Here's Gobert. Outside for Russell. George against Edwards. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns can't get it to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The kick out to Wall. Leonard outside. Morris, a screen on McDaniels. And the Clippers miss again. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Turnaround Jay. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Inside, Russell to pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Three-pointer. Towns can't get that one to fall. George outside. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they...
the starting line.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Wall. Zubats drops in the layup for two.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Wall against Morant. Outside, Bain. No good with the triple. Pass to George. To the middle, stolen by Brooks. Bain looking around. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up. Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Now, here's George. Shot clock at 5. Back to Leonard. Outside for George. No good on the three. Now the Grizzlies with it.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Wow, he got whacked. Oh, that shouldn't be much debate there.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Nobody near George. No good from outside.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant passes to Adams. Bain for three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And how do you guard this? It's hard to stop the turnaround Jay when it's done like that.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. George with the screen on Brooks. And here's Leonard from 3. The Clippers rebound. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Pulls it from 20. The shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first. No good with the layup. For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Second team foul.
And Adams, no good on that one.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And here's Morant. Outside Jackson. 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Now here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. And it's George finishing it off.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Morant looking around. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Wall against Morant. And Wall kicks to George. It's good. This game is all even. George has got 8.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Morris outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 2.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Now here's Morant for 3. Powell pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
On the wing, Batum. 16 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
They'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Back to Jackson. Morant with the steal. Payton for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 3. Powell finds Batum. The Clippers again turning it over.
Memphis ball.
Here's Morant. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Jackson has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Morant drives in. Outside for Jackson. Another shot. Morant outside. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morant with another miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside for Jackson. Powell with a screen on Brooks. 5 on the clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jared Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. On defense, Memphis. 3-point lead. Wall passes to Morris. 6 to shoot. Wall against Morant. Wall dishes to Morris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks, because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. The layup missed.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Wall against Bain. From deep. That one doesn't go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And George kicks to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Morant. He has 5. Right at the free throw line. Good. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
George up top. 8 points for him. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
That's good from George. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Morant against George. Right side Jackson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jackson's got 6.
Nice play by Jackson Jr. Just taking what the defense gives you.
Wall with the bounce pass. Leonard against Brooks. Right side George. Leonard inside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to have to.
The previous play is under
signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime.
Your Grizzlies, 21. The Clippers, 19.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Morris is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. The Clippers trail. Outside Leonard for the lead. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From 18 feet away. Here's Green. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Morris passes to Leonard. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. No good that time.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Covington passes to Wall. Back to Covington. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones looking for an opening. Clark outside. Back to Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Powell. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Takes the three. That one, no good. Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. They double him with Green. Coffey passes to Jackson. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Coffey, defended by Jones. Jackson from long range. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jones finds Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Jones, that's for 2. They get the rebound. Clark, and it's Clark with the finish.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Williams against Jackson.
Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis on defense. 4-point game. Powell dishes to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Coffey. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside, Payne drains the three-pointer. Payne's got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the Clippers call time here.
What you got? That was your 15. Make some noise for them, fans.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, George. Puts up a three. Three-pointer. Zubac kicks to George. Wall passes to George. From deep. That doesn't go either for George. He gets it up. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Morant outside. From outside the arc. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Jackson has the open look, and it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. To the inside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And the dunk by Jackson.
Watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops, he definitely won the athletic lottery.
Now, here is George. Passes to Leonard. Outside Covington. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morant outside. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
But when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
George from deep three-point land. And Wall kicks to George. From deep. And the Clippers miss again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Covington wide open. He fires. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. And here are the Grizzlies now. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. From deep three-point range, and Morant gets it to go. Morant's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Grizzlies. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant against George. Outside, Bain. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bain's got 4 this quarter. George with the ball. The pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Outside for George. Wall sets a screen for George. The Clippers rebound. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
And both free throws good for Paul George. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. For the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George lets it go from deep. Leonard the pass to Covington. That shot off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Morant against George. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Outside, George. From deep. No good. Shot missing. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Bane. Over Edwards. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Prince. Brooks with the rebound. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Bane against Edwards. Outside for Russell. Here's Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And here's Morant. Nice move. No good off the back of the rim.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Prince can't hit.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Russell against Morant. Towns up top. Lets it fly. It doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. From deep three-point range. Morant missing again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Memphis trailing here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he gets it back. And here's Morant outside. Another miss. 2 for 9 so far.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Now here's Morant. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Morant again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Morant. Jackson for 3. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Morant. Cash money on the open jump shot. Morant's got 6.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Russell. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle. And that one's good.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Morant against Russell. To the left side wing. Here's Prince. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Towns. Give him 8. Here's Edwards. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Here's Russell. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Morant against Russell. From the stripe. Morant, no good. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season towards his commitment on the defensive end?
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Minnesota. From downtown, and it's Morant again missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Towns up top. Three-pointer. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Good on the bucket. Gobert's got 7.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Outside Morant. And the bucket is good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Outside Russell. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Morant against Russell. Here's the 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. 6 points for him.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Morant against Russell. From deep, Payne. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And it's Morant missing. Russell with the ball. He has 6. And there's the drive. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
A whole lot of everything for Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Jackson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Russell. He has 6. And here's Gobert from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Memphis has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Payne. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Prince down low. Brooks defending. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Prince on the attack. The kick out to Edwards. Takes a 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. That one goes in. Morant's got 16 points now.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Now Morant. He's got 16. And no good. Now here's Towns. Off the mark there with a 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Minnesota in the lead. Russell from outside. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Bane. And another miss by Memphis.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bane. And stolen by Bane. Adams, the pass to Brooks. From outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. Towns finds Gobert. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Here's Morant. 16 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Trying to get back on track. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just
well through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The T-Wolves on top, up 10. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Prince can't hit.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Memphis trailing here. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Pass to Prince. And that one good. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Morant into the lane. Up and over Russell. Bane finds Brooks. Goes up from the top of the key. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
To the left wing. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Back to Prince. The shot misses, and Memphis taking it the other way now. Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Russell. Up and in on the layup.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. That three's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Prince. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. The shot by Towns, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Jackson, that one drops for him.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And he's now got the double-double.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
Morant, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Back to Prince. The kick out to Edwards. 2 on the clock. The free ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Morant against Edwards. Pass to Towns. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a three-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
Here's Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Gobert. Pass to Russell. It's good. And now an 11-point Minnesota lead.
He's showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
From deep, Payne. And again, Memphis no good. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. The jumper from the wing off target. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on two. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Outside, George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. Now here's Edwards. Defended by George. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Outside, Covington. Outside, Leonard. 5 to shoot. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's George. Doesn't go for it. And Minnesota will come the other way. Now, here's McDaniel. Outside, Towns. The 3-ball. Gobert trying to get open. And it's Towns missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And George kicks to Leonard. George with the screen on Gobert. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
LA foul. Reggie Jackson.
Good on the second free throw. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Edwards against George. Outside Leonard. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by George. An even 3-on-3 break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
There's the pass to George. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Here's George. Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now McDaniels. Paul George missing from long range. Outside, Towns. The 3. Drills it from outside.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
George against Edwards. George sets a screen for Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Second chance shot. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Outside, Russell. The feed now to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Edwards. Stolen by Zubats. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. The shot's good.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson, just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Russell looking it over. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Close the alley-oop. The Clippers trail. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
And George drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. The second. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And the rejection by Leonard.
That's why they call him the Claw. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Outside, Russell. Out to the right wing. All alone. That one a little long. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard diving in.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the foul call in Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Covington kicks to Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Jackson finds Leonard. Outside for George. Sinks the triple. George has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Leonard. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Leonard with the screen on Edwards. George. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Down low, stolen by George. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And stolen by Russell. Poke loose. Stolen by Jackson.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Nobody near Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. McDaniels passes to Towns, and he's good on the 3-ball. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Russell dishes to Gobert, and the rejection by Zubac. Oh, Leonard in position. Here's McDaniels, and the jumper off target to finish the break. George with the ball, now guarded by Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out a lot right now.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Russell. He feeds it to Gobert. Covington with the steal. Outside Leonard. A shake. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Jackson against Russell. Gobert with the screen on Jackson. Russell with a wide open look. And finished off by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Outside for George. Zubac with the screen for George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime.
27, the Timberwolves. 19.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum's out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Reed with it. Morris is there. Reed gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Prince kicks to Anderson. And there's the drive, and the shot goes down. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
The kick out to Wall. Pass to Coffey. Just 5 on the clock. Batum passes to Powell. Takes a 3. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. For the tie, and it's good on the way in. McLaughlin's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Powell down low, guarded by Prince. Offensive rebound, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Over in the corner, Batum. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play, make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
And he makes all 3. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McLaughlin. To the paint. Kicks it out to Prince. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Coffey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No one near Wall as he lets it go. It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Here's Reed. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Powell for 3. Here's Coffey. He's covered by Anderson. Back to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Powell for 3. And Wall kicks the Powell. Back to Wall. And the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 5 points so far.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Coffey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wall sets a screen for Powell. Back to Wall. Prince wide open. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the story. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. And it's Covington atop the key. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Russell. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Edwards against Jackson. Clock at 4. Count it. 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Assisted by.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Edwards against George. It's Covington on the wing. Lob pass to George. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Russell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Edwards inside, defended by George. And they're able to recover. And slam dunk by Gobert. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Outside Leonard. Into the lane. Jackson passes to George. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And George kicks to Leonard. Hits it from 3-point range.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Pass to Russell. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Edwards passes to Towns. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. And the rejection by Zubac. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
George looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Russell out to Edwards. Paul George with the steal. For 3, Covington bangs home the trifecta. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Edwards feeds it to McDaniels. And he converts the layup.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
And George kicks to Covington. George with the screen on Towns. Covington's shot is off. Now the Timberwolves with it. 6-point game. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal foul,
the previous play is under review.
Fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break of Hurts Ron Lewis, he talked with the team. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. See if they can get it done, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
Well, a key piece in a couple of huge NBA trades. There's no doubt the teams value Robert Covington and his ability to play defense and shoot the three. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Russell from long range. He can't hit that time. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah,